You are watching Park TV.
Welcome to Monadnock Tonight with your host, Steve Jackson, coming to you live from the amazing Park Theater in downtown Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Join Steve as he introduces the Park Theater Gift Registry. What fun! Now sit back, relax, and here's Steve.
Well, good evening, afternoon, and greetings. And hello, friends, and welcome to the Park Theater and Park TV's Monadnock Tonight. It is Thursday, June 17th, 2021. It's running around 5 p.m. here on the East Coast of America, and this is show number 80. And it's a very nice 74 degrees and clear here in Jaffrey. So very pleasant outside. And yes, I am Steve Jackson, the CEO of the Park Theater and your host for Monadnock Tonight. And so glad you could join us. And we are once again broadcasting from the box office in the Park Theater Performing Arts Center in downtown Jaffrey. We will be blossoming out a little bit. Because I was talking to, you may have remembered from our New Year's show, the FedEx singer-musician Michael Doku. And I happened to see Michael. We've been talking back and forth with emails, but I happened to see him making a delivery and we want to get him live here. And he's pulling a band together that will perform in our patron lounge right on the other side of this there's the vestibule, and then right next to it is the patron lounge. And we're going to have them perform right in there, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. I don't think it'll be next week, but possibly the week after. So that will be something very special to have Michael live at the Park Theater in the patron lounge. Today, we have some news on a fun and lasting way to support the Park Theater. And so stay tuned. I'm going to give you all the great details about what's going on and what we debuted today. But first, just a few things that are going on around the Park Theater. First, our virtual offerings. I want to remind everyone we're in the second part of the 48th annual Telluride Bluegrass Festival. I have to thank all the folks that went to last weekend's festival, and some bought multi-day passes. And again, each day it's on. Last weekend it was the 11th through the 14th. And it goes our time. It comes on live at 5 p.m. Eastern time and ends up around 12:30 Eastern. So it's a load of entertainment. It's the whole day's festival. Now, this particular, they added some time on to this portion of it. And so tonight it starts through the weekend. And again, some of the acts scheduled to perform are Sam Bush Band, Emmylou Harris, Mavis Staples, the Yonder. If you haven't heard the Yonder Mountain String Band, go right now and after our show, and find a YouTube. And Edgar and George Meyer and Crooked Still, any of these folks, they're amazing. And Grace Potter. So, and the house band is anyone that's collected around, and they've got. There's much more than this list of performers that go over the next several days. Names you know and names you'll learn to know. But it's a wonderful, wonderful event. Again, it's $30 for a full day pass. And when you go to virtualparktheater.com, you can see they've got lots of deals that allow you to buy multi-day passes, or the whole weekend you can buy. But it's a lot of entertainment for $30. It comes through in crystal clear video and amazing audio with the help of our friends at Mandolin Concerts. And of course, as I said before, a portion of the ticket price benefits the Park Theater. So what's not more to love? I highly recommend that. Again, virtualparktheater.com. Virtualparktheater.com. Our weekly free film, Park Pix Flicks, which you can find by going to theparktheater.org. And in the upper right, you'll see Park Pix Flicks. Just click on it. It'll take you to all the films we've presented over months. Or if you just stay in tune tomorrow, we debut this film tomorrow on, we post it on Facebook. So you'll be able to find it there. The film that we're showing, I'll call it a kid's film. It's more of an adult film, but kids still love this film. I remember I saw it when I was probably, 8 years old or so. And it's the animated film Animal Farm, 1954. It is George Orwell, based on George Orwell's satirical, allegorical novel or novella, I guess. And it's about the animals on Mr. Jones's farm, and Jones is a horrible man, and how these animals decide they need to rebel. And according to Orwell, as many of you probably know, the whole fable of the story. It reflects all the events leading up to the Russian Revolution of 1917, and then how the Stalinist era of the Soviet Union took over. And so it has that storyline, but it's still, a film that I think kids talking to their parents will get to understand it. Certainly kids aren't, unless they're major history buffs, they're not going to understand of how the fable reflects the events leading up to the Russian Revolution in 1917, but you will. But otherwise, it's just, a bad guy and making the animals on the farm work so hard and horribly, treats them and what they want to do and then they trust someone else to be their leader, and they trusted the wrong person. So that starts tomorrow. If you've never seen this, you must see this film. It's an amazing film. Here is a
Here is a cartoon with a difference. The first full-length cartoon film to be made in England. Produced by the brilliant team of Hallis and Batchelor, it has been acclaimed by New York and London critics alike. It tells a compelling story for every adult. Yet it's assuredly a film that every child can enjoy. Come and visit Animal Farm, where all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. Meet its quite extraordinary inhabitants. The wise and wishful old Major.
But remember, now and forever, all animals are equal.
Napoleon, a pig of a dictator. Squealer of the sly eye and lying tongue.
Long live Napoleon!
And Snowball, who is hounded out of his animal kingdom. You'll love Boxer, who works like a horse. His faithful friends, Benjamin the willing donkey.
Well, I figure I won't take you all the way through the trailer. Once again, trailer's a lot longer back then. But you might have seen at the beginning of the trailer, it says who the producer was. And the producer was a gentleman named Louis de Rochemont. And Louis de Rochemont has a connection to us around here because he lived in New Hampshire. In fact, he's best known. He's very known for producing this cartoon that in the 50s. But he also he developed the newsreel, one of the most important newsreels ever, which was called the March of Time. He was also a two-time Academy Award winner. Not born in New Hampshire. I think he was born in Massachusetts, but moved up here. And his archives are at Keene State. And if you remember from our Oscar show, we had on Keene State Professor Emeritus Larry Benequist, and Larry is in charge of the Louis de Rochemont archives. So a very interesting tie-in to film and New Hampshire and that particular film. But I highly recommend seeing it if you haven't, and it's going to be up on Park Pix Flicks tomorrow. We'll have it up probably by noon, and you can watch it anytime after that for as long. Okay, now let us talk about the Park Theater Let's Open gift registry. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, and try to walk you through this kind of innovative gifting program to the Park Theater that we just debuted today at lunchtime. And these, you're seeing a bunch of items there that are all offered to be gifted to the theater. And what we have, the way this works is basically, I'm going to take you through the website, but it's kind of a browse through a catalog of items that range anywhere from $27 up to several $1,000s for certain items. But this is all equipment this is kind of the final equipment we need. A lot of it is for the concession area. A lot of it is for the box office, things we need in here for ticketing and printing and things like that. But just the necessities that you need to run a theater like the Park Theater is going to be when we open our doors in a few weeks. And so we thought it would be a fun way that, much like a wedding registry, that you go to Park 2021. In fact, I'm going to run that along there, not to forget. That's the website you go to, and you'll find these items, and you kind of like buy the item. It's not going to be shipped to you. I know it appears because we use Square as our partner for processing these gifts. And it looks like we would be shipping the item to you, but no, you're not getting a triple stainless steel restaurant sink, on your doorstep once you gift it to us. None of these. So they ask for the address because that's what they do. But and it says shipping in there, but pay no attention to the shipping. You go in, you purchase it, you put in your credit card, and your gift has been made, and then we go and purchase it after that. Also, you have the benefit of then being listed, if you care to, you can be anonymous, as the individual that gave us, as someone today already went on and gave us the Real Butter Warmer Pump that it'll be on the website in our program guides that say the wonderful, this was made possible by a gift by that particular person. And it doesn't have to be you, much like other gifts. If you want to have one of these items that you see in the name of someone who is currently living, who's a relative or a daughter, a son, a niece, a friend, someone, you can do it that way. And certainly you can do it in memory of someone who has passed. And you can also do it as a family. You can do it if you're a business and you would like to make a donation to the Park Theater in this manner, or you're an organization, fraternal organization, the school, the Conant High School class of 1969. Any which way you can do it. But what is it we're asking you to do? Well, let's take a look. If I got this right, I'm trying to bring in a. There it is. So this, when you go to park2021.com, this is where it'll take you to the Let's Open Gift Registry, and I'll read it along so you understand what we're talking about, and so as I read it, help the Park Theater prepare to open with its equipment needs by selecting a tax-deductible gift from the registry. Purchase your sponsored gift right here at park2021.com and with a credit card, and you're done. The item you gift is not shipped to you, as I said earlier. There's no shipping or pickup necessary. We use your gift and then purchase the item. So you just you scroll down here and you click on any of the photos and you can read a little bit more about the item and check out online. Then you will receive an email from Square that will confirm your order. Later, a week or so later, you'll receive an acknowledgement thank you letter for tax purposes from the Park Theater. And as I said before, you'll also be recognized for your gift on our website and program guide. And you've got the bragging rights that you see that butter pump over there. I did that. And also, as I said, you can have the gift made in honor or memory of someone or the name of a business organization. You can remain anonymous as well. You can put that information when you're checking out. There is a notes or additional information little area. If you want to say something to us, that's where you would do it. What name you would like to use. If it's different than the name you're giving us on your charge card. And if you want to be anonymous, you can let us know there. So what do we have? Well, I'm sorry to say the butter pump yum is gone. So that one is to the wayside. As it says, they're out of stock. Low stock means on some of these, there are multiple items because we need multiples. This particular one is the credit card swiper. And this is with COVID in play. We tried to look for one that is contactless, and this is a one that will work with our credit card merchant services provider. It also uses Apple Pay, Google Pay, and all those types of things. But we need a bunch of these. It also has a built-in printer. You can request to have a printout. It comes right out of the machine, and you tear it off. They run $299, and we will need 2 for the box office and 3 for our 3 concession areas. So you would go in there and just add to the order if you wanted to gift one to us, and check out, and you'd be done. Going through some of the other items, let's just go down the list. Hand sinks for concession areas. Yes, it's an important. Health department mandatory, even more important. It's always important, but with COVID and other things, it's a mandatory that the staff wash their hands. And these are very small sinks, but we need one at each one of our concession stands. So there are 3 of those, and that $225 also includes the estimated plumbing charges that we need for that. I'm going through some of these items. I'm going to also give you a peek into some of the things we're going to be offering. You need a microwave, but it has to be a commercially approved microwave, or the state will not. The state reviews all of this concession equipment. And in fact, they've got a list of it with them right now. But the types of things, we'll have some things that are frozen that will sell White Castle sliders and hot dogs and pretzels and, other things of that nature. We won't prepare any food at our concession stands from scratch. We may be buying some things from restaurants and other providers that are made there that are wrapped before they come here. That's kind of the rule that we have to abide by. But the microwave is $550, and then we don't need a huge one, but we do need an ice machine. And this one It makes 100 pounds of ice a day, and they do not come cheap, sadly. As any of our restaurant friends out there that may be tuning in, you know, they just are not an inexpensive item, but we need one. Commercial coffee maker, hopefully going to be locally sourced coffee. And so we know this is the famous Bun commercial drip brewer. We need one of those. Uh, it's mandated by the state that we have a triple sink for sanitizing anything that touches food. If it's a scoop for popcorn, anything, any utensils that we have, any glassware, obviously. So we need this type of sink, and so that is $499. Roku streaming player. We need two of these. One that will work in our main auditorium, the Epps Auditorium, and also our smaller auditorium, the King. And I'm very happy to say that a very nice fan of the theater bought one of those today for us, gifted one for us. And we appreciate that very, very much because there is some entertainment. And occasionally, when we have the rights to do it, to show something like the Academy Awards or the Super Bowl, big live events, we'll be able to stream them in 4K high resolution through our systems, whether in either theater. Popcorn maker. This is the most expensive item, but it's very important item to us. So that's an expensive item. But we hope, a group of people could come together to try to help with the payment of that item. But that's $6,900 on the lower end, but something very much needed. Just to start, we believe we need about 4 microphones. These are the just old-fashioned, straight-up microphone stands. We need a refrigerator. When we have our beer, wine license and our dairy products, we need a commercial refrigerator. This is one with a stainless steel top to it, so we can do work on top of that. We do need 2 defibrillators, one for behind stage and one for near the box office, and those are $13.50 each. We need a commercial freezer chest, relatively small one, but to keep all of our frozen snacks and frozen ice creams and things like that, extra ice, we need one. Lectern, we need a lectern for the podium, as in lectern podium for both our auditoriums. And these are wood podiums that are $7.50 each. Ironing boards, we need 3 ironing boards and irons for our dressing rooms. Water filters for anywhere that water passes into what we're going to possibly be serving you. We want it to be filtered. So we need that. Our concession areas will be using touchscreen Windows laptops to touch and enter in the items that you like. So we need 3 of those for 3 of our concession areas. We need the old-fashioned ticket printer that prints out the kind of heavier stock tickets that sometimes people like to keep. Even though a lot of people do it electronically, people like to have that old-fashioned ticket as a memory of the evening they had out at a particular concert. We need a couple of commercial vacuum cleaners for keeping our theater clean. We have, as you may have heard, in our green room, it was designed in there to as a kind of additional benefit for our performers. In the green room on the stage, that's on the stage level, that we have a closet ready to accept a stacker washer dryer. That's kind of the standard size from GE. We need one of those. We need a printer in the box office. There will be towels that are available for all the performers to use, and they will be cleaned in that washer dryer. So we need a bunch of towel sets to have for people who are performing or appearing on our stages. We need dressing room chairs for our performers. In the green room, we need a small pull-out couch, convertible couch for a performer to maybe take a nap, as they sometimes do before a performance. We need the traditional makeup lights for the ladies and gentlemen dressing rooms. A couple of reclining chairs for the green room, as again a place for the band or trio or whomever that is performing, that they can sit back in a recliner and get a little rest before they go on to perform or after they perform. We are going to have a team of volunteer parking helpers that will help our guests, especially our out-of-town guests, find parking. And one of the integral parts of that plan is that there will be someone stationed in front of the theater, but we will have remote people in all of the parking lots that we're using with walkie-talkies, letting our main manager, parking manager, know what is available. So when people pull up and say, "Where do I park?" they're going to be able to know instantly, go down 2 blocks, take a right, and Jane is there with a baton. Look for Jane there, and she has a spot waiting for you. We're going to have one makeup and hairstyling, typical barber type swivel chair in our dressing rooms. We'll have one of those. We're going to have information, kind of TV screens, LED screens, flat screens for our lobbies and lounges and hallways. We will need, I think we had 3 in there. Microphone boom stands. This is a different type of microphone stand. And this is a pack of 5 for $100. And I think we have 2 packs of those. We need first aid kits for the front of the house and the back of the house. We need music stands with lights, at least a starter amount. I see they're making a correction there. I think we need 10. I think that's the number we agreed upon, but the headline says 5. And the combination of the stand and the LED light that clips onto it is a total of $49. So you can buy one of those complete music stand. You can gift that for $49.98. We need lights for the upstairs smaller venue. And this is a whole package with a controller that we can use for presentations upstairs. On a preliminary basis, we may use them even on our main stage until we put up the whole lighting and rigging system. We need clothing racks for the dressing rooms, as well as for wardrobe for the dressing rooms, as well as a couple for the where I am right now, the box office. If you want to check your coat in the winter, we will have coat checking. And to keep this place clean, you've seen these before, we need a janitorial rolling cart. And it's just one of those things that has everything on there that you need, that you can take from floor to floor. And so that we just need one of those, and that's $128.54. We need a couple of hand trucks, and I can tell you these would have come in real handy for some of the speakers and some of the deliveries we've been having for all of our cinema equipment. We need them badly, and we always will, because there'll be cases of Coca-Cola, of water, of 50-pound bags of and more of popcorn. There's a lot of stuff to, and program guides, a lot of stuff to lift around, as well as utility carts. You see there, we need a couple of rolling utility carts. Now I have to also say this item, next one, the mobile podium for the stage manager. I once again have to thank someone who today has already gifted that to us, and that one is complete, and we only needed one for the stage manager behind stage to keep their scripts, computers, and papers on as they're working a show. And so that is why that says out of stock. Then you also, I know I said we needed walkie-talkies for our parking people, but we need a more robust system that two-way radios that we use for our lighting and sound people, for our stage manager, for our front of house manager, that keeps all the people in, they wear a headset, and you've seen them at, whether it's at, the Peterborough Players or at the Colonial or any other theater, how you keep all the folks that put on shows from backstage to the front of the house, in the lobby, the lounge, the box office, in communications. So we need a bunch of those. Each radio there is $165 for each radio. That type. It's a little bit, as I say, more robust than just the walkie-talkies we need for outside for the parking. And then we're going to be able to scan your tickets. And the way that they're scanned is just, we don't need an iPhone, so we don't have to go as far as an iPhone, but we need an iPad because the application for our new ticketing partner, Agile Tix, there's an app that is used for scanning tickets. It's also used for scanning gift cards. It's also used for scanning membership cards when we start our membership program. So that's our list for now, and we will be adding items to the Let's Open gift registry as time moves on. But I ask you to consider it, and there are some, again, pretty easy to remember, Park 2021 to go in and see if anything tempts you. And it also says, if you have any questions about this program whatsoever, and people have called a few times today to understand it. They helped me add in real bold type, this item that you gift to us is not shipped to you. I wanted to make sure that was crystal clear. It wasn't. Now, hopefully it is. And if you talk to anybody, you make your gift/donation to us for that specific item, and we take it from there. Even though they may ask you, they use word shipping, and they use, I think they ask for your address, but I think normally on our donations, we ask for addresses too, because we want to send you a letter for tax purposes of your gift. But if you have a question, call us at 532-9300, 532-9300, and have fun. After I talked to two folks that made gifts today live on the phone, and they liked the program because they said, I could give you a $50 donation or $25 donation or $200 donation. And we have, and we will, but there is something kind of cool about that we can say to someone, I gave them a mic stand. I gave them, the pump for the real butter we're going to serve with our popcorn. It makes it very tangible. And when they come to the theater, if they see any of these items, they can point for themselves or friends or family and say, "Do you see that? I made that happen for the Park Theater." And that's kind of, it's very sweet. And so I think you'll have fun going through these items. And as I say, we'll be adding a few more as the days go on. But please, if you received the email that went out today, email blast, please pass that along to friends and see if they might be interested in supporting us with a very specific gift of a specific item that we really need to open the theater. And that's about it. Now I'm going to see if this was a comment. That was a comment earlier about the animals in Animal House. So it's not going to be a long show today. I just wanted to quickly take you through to understand the process of this. And but again, if there's anything that doesn't make sense, tomorrow give a call to the office. You can also email us at info@theparktheater.org, and we can answer your questions about any of these items. And if you want to, again, for larger items, if you want to say, well, I'm going to get, a couple of friends together, or my brother, my sister, myself, we're going to get it in honor of our family. How do we work that out? Can you help us with that? Of course we can. And we'd love to. And so I say, have fun with the Park Theater's Let's Open gift registry. I think it'll only stop when we don't need anything more. So God knows it may be up forever. But no, it's meant to get us to get us to open, and we are working feverishly on that right now. We had a lot of work done last week on the cinema installation. Next week, we may be having our main stage projection screen installed, which is huge. It's 27 feet wide by, I think, 18 feet high. And it's permanently on a frame, and it's flown from the fly area, the big space above the proscenium, behind the proscenium, flies down and holds itself there. And then we have this incredible sound system of two 250-pound subwoofers on each side of the stage, and three mega speakers for center, left, and right behind the screen. And as I showed last week, 12 surround speakers. So for sound, I think you're going to have a very unique, and for projection, a very unique movie experience. And we are planning and looking at the movies that we'll be showing again, recent Hollywood, the best of the independent films, foreign films, films for children, documentaries, classic films, and of course our stage to screen series, which I cannot wait to see on the big screen, which is the Royal Shakespeare Company out of Stratford upon Avon in England. They tape those in HD, plus the Royal Opera and the Royal Ballet. Now, I can let you know, and we had not announced this yet, but I always like to let Monadnock Tonight folks know a little extra pieces of information. I don't have the date yet because we don't have the exact date that our cinema stuff is going to be completed. I think, as anyone knows, getting tradesfolk right now is not the easiest thing, booking them. It's everyone is hiring, and everyone, there's a lot of contractors working in all trades right now. So I don't know the exact date, but I'm hoping it's going to be in July. We are going to be presenting Kenneth Branagh's production of Romeo and Juliet. And this was a critically acclaimed production done in the UK that has never been to a streaming service. It has never been to PBS and has never been on DVD. So for around here, it is going to be brand new. And I think it was such a critically acclaimed production. I think it's going to be a major event for us, and I think you'll enjoy it very much. So that's it. That's the show, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you will, again, participate with our gift registry. Certainly take a peek and at park2021.com. And that is what I know. And as soon as I know Michael Doku, what time he's going to be performing live with his band here in the Patron Lounge, I will make sure that you know about that. Again, I don't think it's going to be next week, probably the following week. We'll certainly announce it next week, no matter what week it is, because he'll know by then. And we'll start doing some more now that we can open up things a little bit. Certainly on Monadnock Tonight, we will, rather than everything being remote, we're going to start having some of our performers here at the theater being beamed up to what you're watching right now. So stay tuned for that. And other than that, I wish everyone a wonderful weekend, and hope to see you soon. And as I always say at the end of our shows, if you have an idea for our shows, or if you'd like to sponsor and underwrite one of our programs here at Monadnock Tonight, please let us know. Park TV at theparktheater.org. Again, our number here at the office of the theater is 532-9300. Have any ideas, any comments, please send them our way. And once again, for our 80th show, we tell you to be safe, be healthy, be kind, be hopeful. We can do this, and we are doing this. So with that, I say goodnight, and Steve Jackson, and for everyone at the Park Theater, we say thank you for tuning in.